Our next guest is a fourth-year guard with the Kings, averaging a career high in points. Mr. Darren Fox, welcome back to The Jump.
I appreciate it. Thank you for having me.
We love you. You're here when you were a rookie, and now the progress you have made, it's been going up every year. But boy, the month of March just has been great for you. You've been averaging more than 29 points per game. You are in the top 5 in the entire league for the month, marking your highest scoring month of your career. What has clicked for you? How is this working?
It was one thing, definitely free throws, making my free throws, knowing the rate that I get to the line at, just knowing if I shot free throws at a higher rate, then obviously my scoring will go up and I can put my team in better positions to win. And I think that's what I've been doing, honestly.
So what did you do to improve your three-throw percentage? Did one of the assistant coach like bonk you in the head with the broom every time you missed it, or what's going on here?
Nah, I just started making them in the game.
That's it?
People
that
sit there
easy?
like, people sit there like, man, you need to get in the gym and this and this and that and that. And I mean, that's what we do. Like, we end practices making free throws, make a certain amount in a row. After I do that, Rico and I, then we do 2 swishes. If I end up missing one, that adds a swish at the end of the free throw. So,
Okay.
I mean, we did the same thing over and over and over again. And right now I'm just making them in the game. That's pretty much the only difference.
All right, kids out there, you want to improve yourself at the line, 2 swishes. That's the way to mechanic yourself up. The Kings are hot overall, again, largely thanks to you, but you guys are making a push to jump into that play-in range, 7th through 10th in the West. I assume if you guys made it, it would feel exciting. How does it change the way you manage this season to have that play-in option?
I mean, it's definitely different. Usually you're fighting for that top 8. Obviously, we still want to get there because if you can get to, if you can be in that top 8, then it gives you a better chance of making the playoffs anyways by only having to win 1 game rather than having to win 2. So that for sure. And for us, we're just continuing to play and do what we do. Now that we're getting better defensively as a team, that's one of the reasons that we're starting to win games. I mean, we've had a top 10 offense in the league since the beginning of this year. So we know that, that side of the ball, it definitely isn't the problem.
Yeah, and look, there's scoring, but then there's also scoring in the clutch, right? And you in particular, your fourth quarter scoring has really really shot up. How have you been able to elevate your games in those do or die moments?
I'm a night owl, honestly. So guys tell me it looks like I don't wake up until the second half begins. And
right.
I can't say that's what it is, but I don't know. When the fourth quarter starts, it's like, I don't know, man. Basketball I don't have the answers for it, to be honest. When the fourth quarter starts, something just clicks for me. And me attacking and getting to the line and making shots just elevates for some odd reason. I don't know what it is, but I don't know. It's something about the fourth quarter.
Well, look, I'm a fellow night owl. I can appreciate that. Absolutely. And, I mentioned at the top that you came on the show when you were a rookie. You've got a rook this year. You're the old guy now. Tyrese Haliburton, though, he's been playing well, and you guys have taken off as a pair, really, since he was started into the starting lineup. How have you been able to develop that chemistry so quickly? Why is it working with you guys?
It's crazy with you saying the old guy thing. So I'm 23. I'm in my 4th year, and I feel so old. Like Tyrese was born in 2000 or 2001, one of the years, and he said something about Lou Will. This is just because we were talking about Malik. We were talking about Malik, and he was talking about Lou Will, and I kind of looked at him. Me and Harry. It was Harrison, Rico, and Tyrese. And I were shooting free throws, and he said something about Lou Will. And like, bro, Lou Will just averaged 20 last year. Like,
right.
Like when Lou Will had 40, it was just like, oh, that's Lou Will being Lou Will. And it's like, I was like, wow, this dude was really born in 2000. Like, it's crazy. But I mean, he has such a great feel for the game that it's kind of, he makes it easy. He makes it easy for everybody. And since he's been in the starting lineup, the scoring for myself has risen a lot because he's such a good playmaker. I can play make, but he takes that load off of me. So he makes it just so much easier for all 4 guys that are in the starting lineup with him. And for him, man, his communication is high level. He just turned 21 years old, but it feels like he's been in the league for a few years.
Yeah, we had him on the show pre-draft, and he was so impressive, just mature. Now, because you are the old guy now, you have to do a little rookie hazing. Back in December, you and Buddy Hield, you seemed, I'm just going to call it out, you seemed to stick a turnover on Haliburton at the end of a win against the Nuggets. Please explain, was this planned?
Well,
what happened?
That's Buddy. That's always Buddy, because a lot of the times at the end of games, like I'm like, yo, I'll take it. One, because obviously we all know it's not an actual turnover.
Exactly.
But for me, I'll be like, yo, I'll take the turnover. It's whatever for me. But no, Buddy will throw you the ball and then run to the opposite corner so you can't give it back to him.
Yep. Yep, rookie hazing move. I'm just saying, we see it. We know what y'all are doing. So, but
Oh, and I would honestly say Hassan probably hazes him the most. He definitely messes with Tyrese the most out of anybody.
if we see Tyrese on an Instagram having to fetch donuts for someone, we know.
Oh, all the time. It could be the best donuts in the world. Hassan's gonna say he got them from the gas station, no matter what.
I want to get back to your training over the summer. I read Ramona Shelburne's story on you. It's got great details about how your fiancé, former WNBA player Recee Caldwell, she trained you this offseason. How hard did she push you?
Oh man, she's so basic. She gets it from her father. Her dad is an AAU guy out of San Antonio. He's basically brought up All-Americans and some of the top college players in the country. So she'll ask him for some workouts. He'll basically give her a list of things that you should do, how many shots you should make from this spot, that spot. And she put her own little twist on it. And she's been through this her whole life. So her being basically my trainer this summer, because we stayed in Sacramento. So I was with the coaches and her in the gym. And it was great, man. She pushes me. The first time we actually played each other one-on-one, she gave me a black eye. She elbowed me in my eye, and then it started getting serious. This was about almost 3 years ago. She elbowed me in my eye. Literally the first time we played one-on-one with each other, and like it can get intense, but she just wants what's best for me when we were on the court.
And the relationship survived that. So I think that really
Definitely
speaks
survived.
to your marriage, your future marriage being strong.
That probably made us stronger, honestly, because we knew how competitive we are. Like, we have a ping pong table. We have like a little basketball goal in the house. And then we have a goal that's cemented in the ground outside that we can lower, and we can like dunk on the rim. So we do a lot of things together.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.